Phenotypical function. The first chapter of Feelif Functions is Phenotypical Functions. This is a list of different preset functions. When you enter this chapter, Feelif will automatically tell you the instructions how to use this chapter. It will also introduce you to all the buttons that are always on top. Feelif will also give you the information of what function is currently on screen. You can go ahead and fill the coordinate system and the function on it. You'll notice different vibrations of the object on screen. That includes the coordinate system, the function, intersections, minimums, maximums, and so on. Each of them have a different vibration, so you can easily tell the difference between them. In addition to that, there are different sounds attached to different elements, so you can distinguish them even better. Depending on the direction of the line, the sound will change its tone. After some practice, with the help of this additional information, the user can predict the direction of the line and follow it clearer and faster. Here are a few examples. Listen carefully. Swipe left to go to the next function. Feelif will automatically tell you what function is on screen. To gain the information of what function is on screen again, perform the information gesture. You have 7 buttons on top of the screen. These are Scale, Test Your Knowledge, Show Function Line, Edit, Add After, Delete, and Reset. The first one is Scale button. It will tell you at what scale is the function shown currently if you tap it once. If you tap it twice, you'll be able to rescale it with a few different methods. You can choose auto scale so that Feelif will automatically decide what is the optimal scale for viewing this function. You can also choose to customize the scale of your view. Here you'll have to enter the start and the end of the interval that you want to focus on. And the last option for scaling is default scale, which will make your view of the function default again. The second button is Test Your Knowledge. Double tap to access it. A new interface will open. The function that you have been filling is now hidden, and you have to find its zeros, minimums, and maximums by double tapping. You will also have to draw the function by sliding your finger over it. Find the zeros by long pressing them and tapping the second zeros button. By the same principle, find the minimums and the maximums. Hold them down and tap the third minimums and maximums button. By double tapping on certain dots, you can uncover the function and use those points as a reference for drawing. Hold the dot that you have uncovered with one finger and use another finger to trace the function. You can also trace the function by holding the fourth trace button with one finger and trace the graph with your other finger. You can save your graph with the fifth save button. And you can always load functions from your previous saved exercises with the sixth button. To delete the function, double tap the seventh button. Swipe up with 2 fingers to go back and enter the Phenotypical Functions chapter again. The third button is Show Function Line. This is very useful for the visually impaired people so they can better see the function. The fourth button is Edit. You can edit this function in the scientific calculator. And to add another function after this one, double tap the fifth button. Enter the function into the scientific calculator and tap Confirm. The function will now be added to the list. With the sixth button, you can delete your function from the list by double tapping it. And with the seventh button, you will reset the function list to the default, so any changes that you have made will be reversed.